What's going on, everybody? That's Samurai back with another video, and today we have Kweku from Legend Media, and we're gonna be discussing E3, PlayStation, Sony's press conference, and you know what we liked, what we disliked, and the games that we liked. We're just gonna talk about it.
Yeah, so we just like the format before in the other one. If you visited my channel, Legend Media, we talked about Microsoft's conference, and we're talking about PlayStation's, and we're gonna start pretty simple. We were gonna do likes and dislikes, but clearly we both are interested in talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, so we're gonna just jump into that right now. What do you think about Horizon Zero Dawn?
Beautiful.
That's all I gotta say.
Straight
One word,
beautiful.
just beautiful. That's it. Because the game looks really nice.
Yeah. Now, is it gonna look like that when the game comes out?
I hope so, because the game looks so nice. I don't have a PlayStation, and I really want one because of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's other games that I want with it, but that's one of the games already on my list, on my Amazon wish list.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really looking forward to that game.
Yeah. So, like, with Horizon, we didn't really see too much of it earlier. Like, I guess last year was when they announced it.
Yeah.
We saw, like, some visuals, you know, the girl, the main protagonist, giant dinosaurs or whatever, and she's hiding in the grass and everything. But this time we got some gameplay, and it looked like it was going to be a really fun game. What was it? Like, when you have, like, the arrow thing that pops up, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing your arrows, it goes in slow motion. I love that. That's kind of like a, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's like a weapon reel type thing that's going on. It reminds me of the GTA 5 weapon wheel that we were talking about earlier. That weapon wheel, it looked like there was a lot of weapons on it. I'm trying to see if I can find an image of it. It looks like they just have basic images on their website. You kind of just have to pull up the video and screenshot it. So hopefully we'll try to screenshot of that and put it on the screen somewhere. You can just view it, maybe just overlap it. But that thing was that game. It's probably one of the only games that I was super looking forward to, even at E3 in general.
Yeah.
Over any conference, over any conference at all, that was probably one of the biggest things that I wanted to see. Microsoft's was different. Sony's, like everything else of Sony's, I mostly just wanted to see this game more than anything, even over Final Fantasy 15, because we've seen too much of it already.
Yeah, the only thing they showed at E3 for that was the VR integration.
Yeah, and I'm VR, like, it costs a lot of money, and I don't have a lot of money, so VR is kind of a turn off for me for right now. But
this game is
oh my goodness, I don't even think they talked about VR for this game at all, did they?
I don't think they had VR for this. So, but the Sony press conference overall, though, it was probably, I would say they won E3 because they came out. Well, they started with this giant orchestra. You guys all saw it.
Yeah, I remember that.
This freaking giant orchestra playing this amazing music from God of War. Well, it was building up to God of War, and then we get the guy come out and he talks about the the tragedy in Orlando, and then the screen opens and we get the God of War gameplay. We're all kind of like, "What is this?" Actually, you know what? I thought it was The Last of Us.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was The Last of Us. We were driving the other day. We were like, "Is that The Last of Us?" And then I saw someone with a long beard, and I saw the tattoo, and I was like, "No, it's God of War."
It's God of War, yeah. I was like, "Wait, that's great. That's great." That's God of War.
It's God of War, and I was like, "What have they done to the game, though?" That's what my main reaction was what have they done? Because it looks like Kratos, supposedly that if that is Kratos, which obviously it must be, is like, I guess, teaching some kid, whether it's his child or, I guess, wasn't God of War story like something about his family was killed or something like that?
He killed his family.
He killed his family?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess this game is going to retell why he killed his family.
Is it a No, it's
since the beginning reboot. Yeah. So they're rebooting the series, and they're gonna show in HD how they killed his family, so you can see child murder in HD, which is terrible after what just happened. But it is an interesting game. It threw me off completely because I was like, "What is this?"
Either it is about like a prequel to the whole God of War series, or Kratos just went to the shelter and adopted a
child
kid
just to kill.
and was like,
So-
I'm going to pretend you have a mother and your mother taught you how to hunt, so here's a knife.
Yeah,
You know,
just
now
like
kill
Ellie
the deer.
on the Last of Us. So.
Actually, that was actually
Yes.
just like that scene, though,
Yeah,
right? Where
yeah.
Ellie's going after the deer and
Yeah, it's
this kid
just like
dies.
that. And what is his name? Cole?
Boy.
No, boy. What?
That was his name.
What was it? It was
Kratos.
what was the guy's name? The The Last of Us.
Oh, The Last of Us.
Yes. What
Joel?
was his- Joel.
Are you talking about Joel?
Just
Okay.
like Joel, you know, he had a beard,
Mhm.
and Kratos has a beard, and
Mhm.
the kid somehow knows how to fight, at least in this point of the video,
Mhm.
and Ellie somehow knows how to fight. All you got to see left is the kid curses a lot, and then we're set. It's The Last
Yeah,
of Us
that's The Last of
with
Us.
God of War skin over it, and that's it.
Pretty
So
much.
that game, one thing I have to say about it is it was actually it felt slow.
Mhm.
Like the gameplay felt really slow compared to what we're used to with the crazy hack
God
and
of
slash
War.
gameplay of God of War.
I would agree.
Yeah, they were. It looked like to me, it looked like more of a tech demo of like this is what can come from our console. You know, we've been talking about graphics for a long time. You know, console makers, as much as they want to make good games, I feel like they're more looking towards like graphics. Microsoft did the same thing. Nintendo not so much. Nintendo's more gameplay oriented.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I would say.
everyone's more on graphics, and this God of War thing, even Horizon Zero Dawn, was all on graphics. And
But it played really smoothly.
it looked to play really smoothly.
Yeah.
It definitely did.
I liked how organic everything looked in Horizon.
Everything looked really smooth and everything like that. Everything in, I gotta say, everything in every game that everyone showed off looked really smooth.
Yeah.
Now, if that really happens and when you get the game, we don't know, but
We know E3 and how
we know how
the
E3
game
works, and
is
it's
going.
magic. It's showcase magic that they do, and one thing we want to talk about. I just want to jump in randomly with showcase magic is Watch Dogs 2 real quick. Just a quick brief thing because again, showcase magic. That's what Ubisoft did last year, 2 years ago, whenever Watch Dogs came out, and it failed miserably, like we said in the last one. Hopefully, this doesn't happen to every game coming out now. I don't want to have that preconceived notion, but I hope that's not the issue. But that's all I need to really talk about with Watch Dogs 2. So, yeah.
It looks like a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
It looks like that's how it always is. Yeah, they, all these open world games, they look really fun.
Yeah.
God of War nowadays looks open world. Like you could just fast travel places
Right.
like Fallout. It's probably gonna be more like The Last of Us though, where you travel to each place and you can't come back. You know, that's how it is. Horizon Zero Dawn obviously feels more like looks like The Legend of Zelda.
With the Brave skin over.
With the Brave, Disney's Brave skinned over it with with Monster Hunter a little bit, because big monsters, that's what people want now. They want big and explosive and gadgets, which we all love. Which is why Michael Bay's doing so well. But yeah, so
We did see a lot of big monsters.
yeah, we saw a lot of big monsters at E3. That was the main trend of E3: big monsters.
Big monsters, big battles.
Yeah, big battles. Now, in terms of big monsters and big battles, The Last Guardian was shown off at E3. The Last Guardian, by the way, in fact, let me just run through. It says the release date for Horizon Zero Dawn is February 28th, 2017. That's obviously next year if you're watching this right now. And then Watch Dogs 2 is this November 15th. And then we have The Last Guardian, which we're about to talk about, which is October 25th, 2016, which is so soon.
So soon. For a game that's been teased
For a long time.
How many, 10 years?
It's now.
God dang, man.
But, man.
We have a release date that is in like 4 months.
Now all we need is Kingdom Hearts 3 again. I'm just going to keep
on.
mentioning that in every video. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Cross your fingers.
10 years later, it's eventually will come out. The Last Guardian, however, it has like... real quick, The Last Guardian looks like it has two art styles in it. That threw me off the most out of anything. It has two art styles. A lot of people were mentioning, I think you were mentioning, someone like IGN was saying something about The Last Guardian has two art styles.
Yeah.
The kid looks like something else.
Yeah, he's has like a kind of cartoonish look like the Wind Waker has. If you like Wind Waker HD, but like everything else is really I don't know, it's kind of like realistic kind of art style, but the kid is a little cartoonish. That's what IGN was saying. I see it, but it's not so much of a stand out to me as much as other people are saying. But I like it.
I like it too. I'm not bashing the two art styles. It's just me being an artsy designing person. If I see two conflicting art styles, I'm like, why did they choose that? I have to question it.
Yeah,
but it could work. It could work.
It looks like it works. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like Shadow of the Colossus with Shadow of the Colossus, and it's like Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, it's like Shadow of the Colossus. So, that's much as I have to say. Really, is Shadow of the Colossus with Wind Waker HD-ish art style, and that's pretty much it. I don't think I have too much know-how on The Last Guardian. Yeah. But it looks really nice. That's one thing. That's the trend of E3.
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
It looks really nice.
And if it doesn't look really nice, people won't care as much.
Yeah. The trend of E3 is big monsters.
Yeah, big monsters, and it looks really nice. Yeah. And then the final trend is I hope it plays well.
Yes. So, I hope it comes out soon.
Yeah. Which 2017. But yeah, they're all interesting. All these games were very interesting. In fact, what's another game that we think looked really nice but hope plays well?
I was actually going to talk about Resident Evil.
Resident Evil
7.
Okay.
So in between takes here, because we stopped the video for the last the Xbox or Microsoft One, we watched a little bit of the gameplay trailer of Resident Evil 7. Now I definitely have more of a feel of PT. Silent Hill PT. It feels nothing like Resident Evil.
Does it not at all?
Yeah. So, I like it. I mean, I like Resident Evil 2, but I don't know. I like this new style. They say that every few iterations in Resident Evil they like change.
Yeah, they change something up.
How it plays. So I don't know. PT first person.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Amnesia.
Oh.
I feel like with this game though, with the first person, because it is first person. In fact, the demo is out now on PS4. So you can go pick it up as soon as you can right now, even while watching this. With the first person perspective, you can even you can't see behind you, which is cool because it's a horror game. Obviously, it's a horror franchise. You can't see behind you. Man, the current demo, that we were watching from another channel on YouTube. The current demo, it looks really horror and Amnesia like. Can't see behind you. Everything looks weird. It's Resident Evil supposed to be about zombies.
Yeah, and not so much
jump scares and Amnesia. Like things and the Silent Hill craziness, stuff like that.
It's like the ambiance of the whole
the
whole playthrough was just
the whole playthrough just looks crazy, and that's the demo right now. So obviously we didn't watch through the whole video to see action. We just saw gameplay of when you're just in a beginning house that you see on the PlayStation website, because that's where we're at. It looks really cool. I feel like if they did third person, watch them say, "Oh, by the way, you can switch between first and third person," which is very terrible for me. But if they did third person, it would not be the same feeling.
It wouldn't be the same.
You can see behind you and you have more awareness.
Yeah.
First person means you're in it, and I feel like, isn't Resident Evil isn't it going to be on VR? No, I don't think so.
I don't know. It looks like it should be.
It looks like it should be VR since it's first person. It'd be beautiful to do that.
Yeah, I thought it was VR when they were playing it, but I don't think it is.
I feel like someone would die inside if they had
VR. Man, put PT and VR together.
Goodness.
Bro, man, that game. PT was great to watch. I'll never play it. PT was great to watch though.
Because it's so weird though, because like when we were watching this simple 20-minute video, we started getting ready for recording this, and this guy over here just was automatically like shooken up because he thought the camera was viewing this purple shirt, which I hope it's still purple, as blue. Like his shirt.
Look, guys, I swear, when we edit this, no one's gonna change the color. If it's blue, then I'm right.
Tell us what color my shirt is. It is supposed to be purple.
It's supposed to be purple.
But if it's blue, then there's something wrong with this camera right now, and I don't want to see this video again.
And then my shirt's normal.
Yeah, his shirt is apparently what he saw my shirt color as. But that's going off topic. But Yeah, so Resident Evil did that to us, well, to him at least, and I even noticed it when he took a picture with his phone about the camera.
Change my eye color.
So,
I swear, change how I see colors. Now.
Yeah, so Resident Evil has done that, and Resident Evil has definitely not done that before. The Resident Evil is just jump scares and action. It's mostly just action. Mm-hmm. So, they had quite a bit of things showing off like that. Let me see if I can go back.
Oh, I wanted to segue over to because speaking of PT, we did get Kojima out here. Mm-hmm. He came on stage after a long, after he actually
after a while he left.
Yeah, left, and he was like, "I'm back, everybody," and they were all chanting his name, which was just
which
awesome.
is crazy. He's got a fan base himself.
Yeah, everybody was chanting his name in the auditorium, and he comes out with this new game. I can't remember the name. It's like Death Standing.
I think so.
Something like that. But it has the same actor who's in
the guy named Daryl Dixon in The Walking Dead, whatever his name is. I forgot. I'm so sorry, females out there.
It's almost like they canceled PT and then rebooted it with this game. Because it's the same thing.
It's just it's crazy because obviously, when does this game come out? Supposedly, do we know?
I don't think it had a date.
I don't think we have a date. It was just
the title, and then it was like fate to
because if it was to come out before the Walking Dead season comes out, that automatically gets Sony tons more females. As bad as I sound right now, but it gives Sony more females because a lot of females that I do know, they do like the character of Daryl Dixon.
Oh yeah,
they don't want us to die or do anything. So
yeah, I know those people.
So as bad as I sound from that, that's. It's a good thing that they're gonna do, and then obviously with this next gen graphics, they can definitely stamp his face and everything, so his movements are exact, his facial shape is exact. So it's the character of Daryl Dixon, but it's not Daryl Dixon; it's the actual actor, which I forgot. Let me find out whose actor that is. But yeah, what else did you want to speak about?
Just more about that game, because man. I don't even know it. I never played Silent Hill. I'm not a horror gaming type guy. I didn't like horror stuff when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty young, so I started with Super Mario 64. Mm-hmm. That was my very first game, and I never really played any of the Resident Evil or any of the Silent Hills. Mm-hmm. But this game makes me want to play it just because of how ominous it is. Mm-hmm. And it's Kojima.
Yeah. Ironically,
his mind is crazy.
Going back to Death Stranding, apparently the platforms it's coming out on, it's not just PlayStation, it's also on Windows.
Oh, hey, check that out.
Which is crazy. I didn't know that. This game is coming out on Windows, so for purpose, I don't know what the word is, but supposedly Windows 10 maybe is probably going to be the console it comes out on, as well as PlayStation 4. So that's crazy.
We took a screenshot of that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I can't believe that.
So
that's another thing. And also the actor is actually Norman Reedus. That's his name.
Norman Reedus.
I want to give his name out there instead of just his actor name. I mean his character that he portrays. So give him full credit for that. But wow, I'm just surprised that they're bringing out big names now, to do this stuff like that, which is really nice because we usually hear just voice actors. Yeah. And now we got actors that you see in person, so that's really good. So yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Troy Baker's the best. Actually, Troy Baker's playing Batman. He's voicing Batman. In the Batman Arkham
VR.
I don't know. Hold on.
VR.
He's voicing someone in Batman. Mm-hmm. No, he is voicing Batman. But I don't know. Is it in the Arkham VR game? Hold up. I don't think it's gonna tell us. This is what I heard though.
It's not gonna tell us right now.
Yeah, it's not gonna tell us. But
he's voicing someone that's in the It's in the Warner Brothers DC universe that is in Batman.
Maybe
is what he's saying. But
yeah.
Speaking of Batman Arkham VR, I don't have much to say about it except for that trailer didn't tell me a single thing because it was a teaser, and it was Joker speaking into Batman's mind.
Yeah.
Because they're as we all know, if we know from the comics, they're pretty linked. So in a way. Joker has nothing to do with Batman's not around, pretty much, because he likes causing trouble for Batman to come by and do something to him.
Yeah,
he's got that fetish or something like that. So
fetish for killing.
Yeah, fetish for Batman appearing out of nowhere and just getting he's got that torture fetish. So it's cool. Why did this go backwards? Let me see. So I'm thinking also Spider-Man is another thing that came out.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about it.
It's Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It is Spider-Man.
So it's like
when it comes out, we can see how it is, and that's about it. There's nothing else really. It looks nice.
It looks nice. Yeah.
So that trend came out again, but it's Spider-Man. It actually looks. Is this Spider-Man? No, it's not Spider-Man.
It doesn't look like it's based off any movie, but it's based off the Peter. No, it's based off the new Civil War.
The Civil War Spider-Man.
Design. Yeah,
his eye that is like a camera shutter and just closes and opens when he blinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that weird looking thing that Tony Stark made for him. Yeah, it's got that style costume, but not the full style costume. So that's really nice. And also they did some gameplay of it, which you guys can check out. Otherwise, this video would be way too long. But yeah, they did some gameplay of it. The gameplay is the usual Spider-Man gameplay. It's Spider-Man. So if you like Spider-Man and you like trying out whatever Spider-Man game comes out, regardless of how it is, you'll probably like to try out this Spider-Man because it's the next gen Spider-Man.
Right.
So let's see.
Shout out for Gravity Rush.
Oh yeah, Gravity Rush.
Because I didn't even see it in the Sony press conference at all, and apparently it's here, and I'm hyped, even though I never played it. Well, I mean, it was a launch title for the Vita, and I didn't get a PS Vita, but I wanted one just for this game. But now that it's on PS4, that's cool. Yeah. I might check it out now.
I mean,
what if they actually port the Vita one over into the PS4?
Ooh,
I don't know if they would do that.
I don't know if they'd want to do that. They'd be very upset people.
Maybe it might be hard to do too.
There's less controls on the Vita too. So, and less graphic power too. And this has to look really nice.
They probably have to remake it. I think it's interesting that they're porting it over. I mean, the Vita is practically dead at this point.
Yeah, it's practically. Nintendo DS is, as sad as it sounds, Nintendo DS has pretty much obliterated the Vita.
Yeah.
Even Sony never talks about it.
At least in the American market.
Yeah, in the American market. Japanese market, Japan, I remember the PSP is still around.
Yeah, PSP is freaking still around.
Yeah, the PSP is still around.
Playing freaking Pokemon Blue version on their PSPs.
Yeah, that's true. They can just mod it, ROMs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah, those good days.
But yeah, so we're gonna run straight through two titles that we know because they come out almost every year. Really quick, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, it's Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty in space.
Comes out every 1 or 2 years, usually every 1 year. It's in space, and temporarily as a timed exclusive, I heard, you can get Modern Warfare with it. The remastered version of Modern Warfare 2 or 3, whatever number it was, but you can get Modern Warfare with it. And then I guess later on they're going to be able to you can just buy it separately, I guess. So
yeah.
The assault is super real on the video on Infinite Warfare though. Yeah. That thing has like -1 million dislikes on YouTube. It's ridiculous. I think it broke a record.
Yeah. It's Call of Duty. Again, I don't play Call of Duty.
Yeah, I don't either. But it's Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty.
If you like it, you like it. If you don't, then you don't. That's most of it. Battlefield 1 was a thing that I think one-upped Call of Duty completely because everyone's like, wow, back to the roots. World War One. With those old biplanes and those old everything. The gameplay, mechanics, everything's older. So it's a lot slower, not like future tech where you can sling people forward and pull them towards you or run on walls or jetpacks and all that stuff. Yeah. Even Titanfall 2, I don't feel like they talked anything about it either. It's coming out on both consoles.
I think, did Microsoft talk about?
I don't believe they even talked about it. It's not even on their page that much either.
There was a trailer though.
There was a trailer, but I don't think it was one of the
most
important things at all around E3 in general.
Yeah.
So,
but Battlefield 1 looks really cool.
Yeah,
there's
really cool.
Environmental destruction now. Like that
looks
huge.
Cool to me. I love environmental destruction.
Yeah, like there's the what is this thing called? The higher balloon thing, helicarrier. What is it called?
What?
That thing in the background. helicarrier. I don't remember what this.
Yeah.
But you see like a big flaming one falling down from the
blimp.
sky. Yeah, the blimp thingy.
Yeah.
It just falls down from the sky, it's on fire, and it hits the ground and explodes, and all the ground explodes, and the house blows up. It was like pretty epic, and all this was running like online. I was like, "What the heck?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?"
Yeah.
Yo?
It says from land, air, and sea, you got tanks, biplanes, battleships, and 64-player multiplayer battles, which is how it was on the old ones. But
What the heck?
that's just crazy. You know, it's truly a battlefield. When they say battlefield, they mean battlefield. So that's really good. Even Star Wars still has not gotten that right with Battlefront, which is sad.
I don't.
Shame on you for Battlefront EA. Shame on you. But we'll talk about that in another video. So.
Yeah, bashing Battlefront.
Shame on you.
Macro transactions.
Yeah.
Just.
It was. However, with Battlefront, I think I can say one thing: VR, Battlefront Rogue Squadron.
Oh
VR.
yes,
yeah, that is coming.
The X-wing fighter thing. With
Yeah.
VR, that. I mean, yeah, that's cool if you like.
If you like that,
feel like you're in a Star Wars movie.
But
I would do it. But
yeah, I would do it if I had the money to
Yeah.
actually purchase VR as well as the Neo console.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about in a second as well. But
Yeah.
VR was a big thing for Sony and E3. They did announce a lot of titles came out of VR. They announced a lot of things. So
Yeah.
VR is definitely big for them right now. Batman VR. I understand. In a lot of the trailers that I saw, a lot of them were VR titles. They said PlayStation VR.
Oh yeah,
VR.
they did do a lot of when they introduced the VR. They did a long run of like VR games.
Yeah,
that are
a
exclusively
lot of
for
VR games. Yeah, and so
And then they
I
had the
understand
price.
that Battlefront type thing with VR is gonna upset a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's by itself. It's kind of
by
like
itself?
its own thing. The Battlefront VR.
Hmm.
It's not like a. I feel like it's just a gimmicky kind of like VR game, and it's Star Wars, so they're going.
Yeah, put a skin over it because our blind our blind faith with Ubisoft and EA lately is crazy because they've let us down a lot. They've let gamers down a lot with their things, reiterating the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, and dropping
Yeah.
the ball when it comes to like game performance.
Yeah.
And suppose they're gonna give us the graphics that they were talking about, and it ends up being
ends up being like, but like Battlefront, Rogue, whatever. It was a long title that they had for that thing VR. I don't believe it's gonna even be part of Star Wars Battlefront itself.
Yeah,
which is gonna upset even more people because the original Battlefront on PS2 days, Battlefront 1 and 2
that was the best.
had space battles in it already, and it's a DVD PlayStation 2 disc.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't pay anything extra for it, no DLC at that time, and now you have to pay for a whole extra rig just to get access to VR and Rogue Squadron stuff type things. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, but those are our quick rundowns on Call of Duty, Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1, definitely something I'm looking forward to. I don't play shooting games that much, but I'm thinking about it. It looks really fun if I had a lot of friends that I could speak online with that weren't annoying. So, and then Call of Duty, I still don't really care about Call of Duty because they just make it every year, and to me they're just milking the brand as much as possible. Next thing we're gonna see is a movie, and then I'll be done completely with EA altogether. Well, not EA, whatever company, Activision. Yeah.
I thought they had a movie.
Do they have a movie? I don't think they do. It just might be one of those military movies that are out there.
Maybe I'm thinking of a live action trailer for the game. But oh yeah, they did you want to talk about this one?
Another game that came out though, that was talked about. It's supposed to release December 6th, 2016. Is South Park Fractured But Whole. I'm just gonna read the quick description and then we can just talk about it based off the description. Because I did play Stick of Truth. I almost beat it, but then I got bored. I was one of the few people that got bored with the game.
Oh, man.
And it's an RPG, so I should enjoy it, but I don't know why. I guess Ubisoft failed me again. I don't know. It's not Ubisoft necessarily, but it says, in the quiet mountain town of South Park, darkness has spread across the land. A new power is rising to combat this evil. An entire squad of superheroes will rise, led by a nocturnal scavenger sworn to clean the trash can of South Park society. The kids are playing superheroes, and Cartman is determined to turn Coon and Friends into the biggest superhero franchise of all time. However, the villainous Professor Chaos emerges with an evil plan to eliminate Coon and Friends. The heroes need to work as a team to fight the chaos and terror that grips the town. So, yeah, it's South Park.
It's another South Park.
Yeah, it's South Park. Obviously, the Coon and Friends stuff, that was the TV thing that they did. I didn't watch all of it, but that was the TV thing that they did. So I can't give you too much about it, but I do know that most of the South Park Stick and Truth things, the way the story goes is that most of this is just role playing. Yeah. They're literally playing games in their mind because they're kids. Yeah. And so they're making up all this stuff using an imagination. Yeah. That's literally what it is, with the South Park twist to it, because it's South Park. You know, they can make it gory, do whatever they want because it's South Park. Yeah. So that's essentially what it is.
Yeah, that's what I got from it. It looked funny, but
it's funny. Yeah. And fun. It's interesting fun. It's different. Mm-hmm. It's a different RPG, but it's South Park. Yeah. And people will enjoy it because the first one did really well. But people will enjoy it. I'll enjoy it a little bit, but I'm not going to actually purchase it. If Blockbuster was still around, I'd probably just rent this. Right. So if you have Gamefly that thing right there. Unless you really enjoy it, in which case buy it. But yeah, it's South Park.
I would say that's almost all the games that I could. Days Gone. I don't really want to talk about it, but I like it. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. I just like it because it's a cool zombie thing. It looks like it's a third-person shooter, zombie survival, open world apparently. Mm-hmm. Sandbox. Wow. Okay. Brutal sandbox.
You can customize weapons and skills, and a bunch of stuff. So let's go with this. The game that is the game that's similar to this H1Z1. To me, and what is it called? There's like an old game on Steam. I forget what it's called.
H1Z1.
H1Z1. There's another game like
Daisies.
that. Daisy.
Yeah.
And there's like one other one, and that thing is very interesting. What? And so our camera guy again in this video with this camera is literally telling us his camera's gonna die soon.
In 3 minutes.
Yeah. So
we're gonna wait 30.
How dare you do this to us?
So he goes like this, right? And I'm sitting here like, wow, 3 minutes. I didn't know that this was supposed to be a 0.
Making us rush through this whole thing. So let's slow this down and continue talking about Days Gone.
I don't like this camera.
We're firing him after this video. But so Days Gone feels like it feels more like Daisy, H1Z1, and another game that I got, Rust. There you go. It's a old game called Rust. It was like the beginning of that genre type things. And it's survival horror, and it is, let's see, is it third person? It is third person with a little bit of parkour looking things in it. So it's kind of even like that other game that came out that I forgot about. I forgot what it is, but it's another game that was first person with parkour, zombie survival.
You're talking about Dying Light?
Dying Light, there you go. Yeah, I got that, and I gave up as well. But it was fun. But only thing is I didn't have enough friends to really enjoy the game like I should have. So a lot of these games that are out now, Days Gone, if you have friends that have a microphone, and they enjoy speaking and stuff like that, it's a game that you'll probably definitely enjoy.
Probably, yeah.
Brutal sandbox combat. Alone, that's like a sold for me. It's open world sandbox combat, freeform gameplay. It says play your way, just everything. You can stealthy, you can do anything, find items, craft is what it says here. That's all signs of an RPG. I love RPGs, so this is a fun game. But if you don't have friends to play it, if you like playing games by yourself, then you'll definitely enjoy this. But if you don't have friends to play it and you don't enjoy playing games by yourself, it's another game that looks nice and will play really well apparently. But if you don't have the enjoyment out of it, then you're not gonna want it. So
you should get some friends or you'll be lonely.
Make some friends.
Make some friends so you
start at 7 years old. So, but yeah, that's in a nutshell. in a nutshell, that was pretty much Sony's conference.
Yeah, straight games. We only had like 3 times somebody came out on stage and talked, and it was only for like 3 minutes, and then they were gone. So that's why I say they stole the show, because it was just nothing but games, excitement games,
lots and lots of games.
Just the only thing I wish they said something about was the Neo, and they didn't. So.
Yeah, at least like for Neo, as in you've been hearing about it, maybe they could have been like, by the way, we'll have maybe an event later on. I guess they didn't want to have hopes. They didn't want to put high hopes.
Yeah.
On
oh yeah, could be true.
And bloggers and stuff like that. So that's a smart move for them, because Microsoft, they did announce a release date, holiday 2017 for their Scorpio thing, but when you announce a release date, people like hope on that release date, and then if it doesn't come out that time, then you lose people.
Yeah,
and that's a problem. It's hard to do that in the gaming industry. You cannot do that.
Yeah,
you have to hold it back if you're not sure about it. So smart move on Sony, definitely.
Yeah, they still have the PlayStation experience though.
Like, that's true. They still have that, and again, they also have the Tokyo Game Show.
So
because
they have
Japanese company, they have time to do things. But if Kingdom Hearts 3 is announced with a release date, that will steal the show of everything. So at least for me, I will not care about anything else. So definitely looking forward to everything that's going on, especially Horizon Zero Dawn. That's probably my number 1 pick for Sony. Horizon Zero Dawn. What do you think your number 1 pick for them is?
Man, number 1 pick, I would say, well, for games that, okay, not Final Fantasy 15.
Yes. And not Kingdom Hearts.
Not Kingdom Hearts. Everybody knows that. I would say probably God of War. Yeah, I would say God of War, because I actually never played any of the God of War series. I just know the lore a little bit, and this one is a nice reboot. I mean, I feel like it's a good place to start. But most people are going to be like, no, you should go play the run. This is so much better when it's the other way around.
That's how I was. I was like, go play the original one, but, this is for new school people.
New school.
If you've never played it, you'll most likely enjoy this style. If you played The Last of Us and you never played the old ones, you'll probably like this style. But if you're like, if you play the original one on the PS2 days, you'll wonder what is going on here.
I actually played a demo of it, but I've never played the game.
Yeah, the full game is kind of different from a demo. So
yeah,
I think you should be fine. Yeah,
I'll definitely go back and play it. But God of War, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it for the PlayStation. Sony, they did a good job. Good job, Sony. Any last thoughts before we close up and start talking about Nintendo?
Nintendo. Not really. I think we covered most of it. Yeah. So I think we're good.
All right, guys. So stay tuned for Nintendo coming up next.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, see you guys.
Where is Nintendo? Oh, you're in the treehouse, not at E3. What are you doing?
Showing out 2 games, but all right.
Showing out 2 games.
Peace.
Next video.